Hello and welcome back to Pit Stain Hobbies, the dumbest scale modeling channel on all of YouTube. And some of you may be wondering over the years, when's Ian going to release a blooper reel? Well, I save little bits and pieces, little snippets here and there. Some of them have some very spicy language, so they may be marked not ad safe, but one day it will happen. But we are back on the Hachette U96 U-Boat, which is amazingly cool and very long and quite the involved build. This will really satisfy the more traditional scale modeler highly. There is a lot of customization and custom painting that can be done on this, and that in my and my friend Todd Marvel PHX's opinion of myU96.com should be done. And I'm doing quite a bit of it. So yeah, I'm a little on my own now because I got well past kit 88. I'm on I'm actually only on kit 90. What did I get up to here? Kit 95. And that had us complete the electrical room section. So now, we painted a little bit of red on a couple things, and a little red on those handles, a little black on those handles, a little black and red on those handles, a little metal paint there, like some gunmetal. I did some, what the heck spray paint did I use on that thing? I used, not the light sand. I think it was the TS75 Champagne Gold I used on some of the main parts here. Just to give it some contrast. And obviously the gunmetal floor and the brass tail on the torpedo and things like that. Really nothing different from usual. The same thing. I replaced a lot of lights with frosted warm white and frosted red. I drilled an extra hole up here, moved a frosted white up there, left that hole empty, frosted red there, frosted red there, frosted warm white there, frosted warm white there, rewired it, had to do a jumper from one red to the other to add that second red. Really nothing super complex. Todd's going to have pictorial how-tos on myU96build.com. We also started doing more of the conning tower. So if we take this apart, we built this section together, which was very straightforward and simple. Just follow the instructions. And then we assembled this section here. I have not schmoed it yet. I'm probably gonna, what the hell? It's not a pit stain video if I don't use some schmoo. So I'm gonna put a little bit of schmoo in these gears here. Yeah, a little bit of schmoo. Let's schmoo these gears up with a little silicone lubricant, and I'll give a little bit of schmoo there. That way they all get schmooed up when they rotate up and down. That's for that circular radio antenna. I'm not sure if it's direction finding or not, but ultimately this thing will, with these two holes, fit over the two periscopes once it's all together. There's a lot more to do on top of this thing, so I'm going to put that back down there. We've got some more of the tail to do over here. This is a very quick recap video. We already did the officers' crew quarters. The engine room's over on the shelf. I showed you that in the last video. It's going to get a little intricate at the butt of the ship with the motors for the propellers, propeller shafts, housings, rudders and bow planes, and tail planes. It's going to get a little complex. We've got another side panel on with the magnets, just like everywhere else. And in the previous episode, I did show you this went in very simply. It's just, there's so many things here. It's more fun to work on this casually on live streams. So if you really want to catch up on this, look at the Sunday and Friday live streams from Hobby Time Modelers at HTMUSA is the handle on YouTube. And, I'm working on this on there as well. I'm doing a lot of the work on this on there because this is, I love building this, but I don't think it's as entertaining as some of the other builds to like go stage by stage on a video. Maybe that's just me. Maybe somebody else wants to see it. Plenty of builders doing single stage videos because they are so intricate. There are so many things going on with every step of this build that you could do a half an hour to an hour video on one single pack of parts if you're custom painting things. And I have yet miraculously not snapped off either of my periscopes. I don't know how. It should have happened 17 times from Tuesday, but I didn't. I was very careful and conscious of these periscopes. And I've been working on this when I've had a few, adult cocktails, beverages. So it's a miracle. But yeah, if anybody's interested in building this U96, if you're into World War II history like I am, if you're into military hardware, regardless of whether they were, Allied or Axis, bad or good, which is up to interpretation depending on where in the world you grew up, it's a really great model. Would I love to see a U.S. submarine? Sure. My favorite submarine of all time, because I'm a big pop culture guy, is Red October. Or the USS Dallas from The Hunt for Red October. I would love to see those done. Who wouldn't want a USS Enterprise, either Enterprise class or a Nimitz or a Gerald R. Ford or something like that? I mean, there's so many different things, but with partworks, it's a whole business thing, and we have some great military models out there right now, and this is definitely one of the coolest ones out there. And Hachette and now Agora sells, there was the German battleship, the Bismarck. Jesus, Ian, you almost lost it there. This almost ended up a blooper reel. The Bismarck, and there's some other models out there. This is a Hachette video, so I'm only going to really talk about things that ended up coming out of Hachette at some point. But yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Things with four-bladed rotors on top of them. Oh man, that thing's awesome. Leopard 2A6, I guess, counts. Really, really good stuff. If you have any ideas for future military models, leave it in the comments below. Click all the links below to Hachette, to Todd's website for my U96 build. If you're building this, if you're thinking of building it even, look at the website. That sold me on starting my first part work, was just looking at Todd's instructions for the first part work I ever built on this channel, which is easy to figure out if you look through my video history. Yeah, really, really, really awesome model. A lot of soldering I'm doing because I'm replacing all the bright white LEDs with warm white LEDs and all the clear red LEDs with frosted red LEDs. And also the warm whites are frosted warm whites. So all frosted LEDs. So it looks kind of like an old incandescent bulb, whether it's red or white, because that was more period correct. And sometimes the factories in China overlook that simple detail. And even if it wasn't a frosted red LED, if it was at least warm white LEDs in this, it wouldn't bother me nearly as much. I would still add extra red LEDs here and there, which we've added quite a few extra red LEDs in this model. And we've added extra white LEDs in this model sometimes, or relocated certain LEDs. So like the galley is lit, right behind the officers' quarters. So yeah, but it's really fun model, and it's very easy, a 5mm drill bit. And you could put LEDs just about anywhere in this thing. You could relocate things. And I really love how all the sides come off magnetically, and we can see into everything. And it is just so cool. The more of this I build, the cooler it looks. it's really very, very awesome. And it's very easy. You know, if you have a friend, you know, one of your nerd friends over and you want to show them the inside of this, just, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 panels, pop them right off, everything lights up. It's very cool. It is a museum piece for sure. So that's where we're at with this. Long enough video for a simple, quick recap of doing the electrical room. And there is one torpedo mounted down here. I want to put some metal chain on one of these. I think this is the winch. So I got some extra metal chain I'm going to probably glue on there and have that hanging and swinging in there. Well, I mean, it won't swing if I'm not shaking the damn boat. But yeah, very cool. And looking forward to doing more of this and showing it off. So give me your feedback, like, subscribe, comment, click the links below. My Amazon link is down there with a bunch of the stuff that I use on the channel. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time on Pitsane Hobbies. Adios, everybody.